Let's say you run a business and you have just been told that a new system is being introduced that will simplify the way taxes are processed. Sounds great, right? Faster transaction, fewer mistakes, and less paperwork. You are excited about the improvements this system could bring, but then, instead of simplifying your life, the system crashed. It's slow, unresponsive, and worse, it's causing you delays, financial strain, and confusion. This is a reality that many businesses in Indonesia are facing with the rollout of the Coretax system, introduced on January 1st, 2025. Today, I'm going to share the story of how this high-cost digital tax system, designed to improve efficiency and compliance, has created serious challenges for Indonesian businesses. I will also highlight a real-life example from the logistics sector to show just how these technical issues are impacting operations across the country. So, why was Coretax introduced in the first place? Coretax was introduced to modernize Indonesia tax collection system. The vision behind it was ambitious, to create a system that not only improved efficiency but also boosted tax compliance and provide a user-friendly experience for businesses. The idea was simple yet powerful: replace the outdated AGP tax filing system with a streamlined, integrated digital platform that would make the entire process more seamless and efficient. The potential benefits were clear. Businesses would be able to file tax faster, and the tax authorities would have better oversight, which would lead to stronger compliance and more effective revenue collection. Given Indonesia's growing economy, it seemed like the perfect step forward, one that would support businesses and the government in their shared goal of economic progress. But, as with any major system overhaul, things didn't go as planned. The reality of Coretax rollout has been far from seamless. Since it launched, businesses have encountered numerous technical failures. The system is slow, often unresponsive, and crashes at critical moments. The first major problem that businesses are encountering with Coretax is system slowdowns. Coretax servers are simply struggling to handle the high volume of users trying to submit their tax document. What happens when a system can keep up? Delays. And for businesses, those delays mean time lost and opportunity missed. For example, if you try to submit a tax invoice, something essential for your business to operate, Coretax system can take several minutes or even hours to process. That is precious time loss, times you can afford when your business is moving at the speed of light. And it doesn't stop there. Businesses are also experiencing system crash and downtime. Imagine this. You're in the middle of submitting your important tax documentation. You are ready to send it off, but suddenly you are locked out. The system crashed, leaving you unable to browse the features you need. Your transaction is stuck, and you can process with business as usual. Now, for most of us, a little delay here, and there is an inconvenience. But when it comes to tax filing, especially in a country like Indonesia, where tax compliance is critical, this isn't just an inconvenience, it's a real problem. Let me give you a concrete example. A logistics company based in Jakarta was severely affected by these issues. Their routine task of uploading tax invoice to Coretax turned into a nightmare. The system was either too slow to respond or outright crashed when they tried to submit their tax documents. This meant that their invoices were not processed in time. As a result, shipments were stuck at the port, unable to be released to clients. And because they couldn't get this invoice processed, the company also couldn't receive payments on time. To make matters worse, the port began charging them demurrage fees, a penalty for holding goods beyond the free time allowed. These fees add up quickly, impacting the company's cash flow and creating unnecessary financial strain. This was not just an isolated incident. In Indonesia, logistics businesses, many of which are small and medium-sized enterprises or SMEs, are facing similar challenges. These businesses are unable to submit their tax documents on time, which is disrupting their entire supply chains and financial operation. The Indonesian government has acknowledged these technical problems and respond by allowing businesses to continue using the old tax system alongside Coretax temporarily. This was a necessary step to prevent businesses from facing fines and other penalties for missed deadlines. While this temporary solution helps alleviate the immediate pressure, it introduces a new set of challenges. Now, businesses are essentially having to manage two tax systems at once. They must pass some documents digitally through Coretax while still relying on the old manual system for other process. This dual system creates confusion, inefficiencies, and additional administrative burdens, especially for SMEs who don't have the resources to navigate both systems simultaneously. In the short term, this temporary solution is better than nothing, but it's not a sustainable way forward. Businesses need a reliable, streamlined system that they can fully depend on for their operation. Coretax must become that system, and that requires more than just a patchwork solution. So, what needs to be done to fix this? First and foremost, the technical issues with Coretax need to be addressed. The government must invest in improving the system's server capacity and stability. No business can rely on tax system that is prone to crash or slowdowns at critical moments. The platforms need to be robust enough to handle the traffic and demands of a growing economy like Indonesia's. Second, there needs to be better communication and support for businesses transitioning to Coretax. This includes offering training programs and clear guidelines on how to navigate the digital platforms. Small businesses in particular need all the help they can get to avoid costly mistakes. Finally, a long-term solution needs to be found to fully transition to Coretax and phase out the old system. This requires careful planning and gradual implementation with constant feedback from businesses to ensure that the new system truly meets their needs. The story of Jakarta-based logistics company is just an example of the challenges businesses across Indonesia are facing with Coretax. It's a reminder that while technology has the power to improve efficiency, it must be implemented carefully. Technical failures and system disruption can have a ripple effect on businesses, causing a financial strain and operational delays. If Coretax is to fulfill its promise of streamlining stamp collection, the government must act quickly to resolve the current issues. The Indonesian economy depends on a functioning tax system, one that business can trust to operate smoothly without disruption. Once these technical issues are resolved, Coretax can truly become the modern, efficient tool that Indonesian business need. For the sake of Indonesian future economic stability and growth, we must ensure that Coretax is not just a good idea, but a fully functioning reality that works for everyone. Thank you very much.